This is former India captain Sunil Gavaskar talking to us about India's win over England. Few finer points to discuss there. One is the batting of Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav. The other, the spin twins in Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel really being the wrecker-in-chief for the Indian team, and also Virat Kohli not really firing on all cylinders as we've gotten so accustomed to seeing all of those things. These are the thoughts of Sunny Gavaskar. Let's listen in. You've just seen the highlights, Saibai, and I'm going to break it down. Let's start with that batting performance. Rohit Sharma continuing from where he left off. He as captain has often said that, listen, we have to really, set the stage on fire, be aggressive, let the other team know what is the kind of total we need to reach. And as captain, him batting like that, is he walking the talk, and does that then percolate down to the rest of the team?
Definitely does. And I think you've got to thank the IPL, this year's IPL for it, because this year's IPL actually showed the template that this is what you need to do in the first 6 overs when you're batting. You want to take advantage. You win that power play with the bat, maybe lose 1 wicket, but score 50 and above, then you certainly have given the team just the platform that you have. And when you have a batting depth, batting lineup that India has, batting right up to number 8, then you needn't worry about losing wickets. Sure, you don't want to lose 3 wickets in the first 6 overs like England did, but you want to be in a situation where you've given this team a 7 runs per over start or 8 runs per over start in the first 6 overs.
I'm tempted to compare this 57 with that 92. I know for most people that was jaw-dropping, that 92, but remember that came in good batting conditions. 57, and then I'm looking at how the England batters were batting. I'm just trying to put it into context. How tough must it be for Rohit Sharma to bat and then bat the way he did?
And stop-start, don't forget.
Yes.
There was a stop-start situation, there was interruption because of rain, and it's never easy for a batter to do that. Even after that halfway time when you have a drinks interval, when you come back, it's never easy for the batters to get that same flow, the same rhythm. So for both Rohit Sharma and Suryakumar Yadav to do what they did was really special. And for Rohit, the important thing was, despite losing Kohli and Pant pretty early, he never let up. The intent was always there. And what he did was he had that partnership with Suryakumar Yadav, and pushed England back. Another wicket at that stage, England bowlers would have been on top, and maybe India would not have been able to get to 170. They were able to get to 170 because of that partnership, which allowed the Pandyas, the Jadejas to play very, very freely and hit the ball, every single ball, for sixes.
Okay, let me now get to Suryakumar Yadav. You mentioned him briefly. Is it time that we start looking at him differently? We consider him a dasher. We've seen that knock that he got 50 in the game versus US. Tough conditions today as well, tough conditions, but gets you that 47.
Well, I mean, this would have been his third 50 in this tournament, which is terrific, because you're right. The 50 against USA was a very, very good 50. The conditions were far more challenging than what we had over here. And he's got this great ability to suss out a situation. He sees what the situation is and sees what the bowler is doing. Knows exactly where the fielders are. See, often when he's hitting the ball along the ground between the two fielders, look at the speed with which it goes, because he knows exactly where the fielders are, and he'll hit the ball either early or he'll hit the ball a little bit late. And that is just sheer skill. Players are generally looking to be a little bit innovative, but he's amazing.
I'm going to talk about Virat Kohli. I was just going through social media, and there is a comparison between a Gavaskar and a Kohli, because Gavaskar was the top batter of his times. Kohli is the top batter of his time. One World Cup that India won in '83, according to the lofty standards that Gavaskar set, it wasn't quite, according to that. Are you seeing some similarities between a Kohli of 2024 in this World Cup and a Gavaskar of '83?
Well, I'm not seeing similarities. But
so long as it ends in a cup.
Ends in a win, it doesn't matter. And who knows? I mean, it's a final, and it's going to be played on a better batting surface. And like I keep saying, what Kohli has to do really is just play the shots that he plays with that same body balance. When he's looking to power the ball away, then he loses his body balance and he misses the ball. So I think all that he needs to, that 6 he hit, a couple of deliveries earlier. His balance, look at the brilliant balance and then he just flicked it with the bottom hand. That's all he's got to do. When he starts to move around, I think the head shakes as well. The head is not still. and therefore that's not really helping him. This is, I think, something that you observe on slow-mo as well, and all that he's got to do is just chill a little bit and play that big hand, which will give India a big score in the final.
Okay, now I'm going to get to one of the turning points. There were many in this game. That was of the wicket that Akshar Patel gets of Joss Buttler, because Buttler was looking dangerous. You know, the common joke is that England always have to be wary of a Bapu, and then there was a Bapu here in Akshar Patel. He tends to do well against this English team. Today also, outstanding performance.
And what is it with England captains with the reverse sweep? Remember the 1987 Mike getting reverse sweep against Australia when they were batting well, and then he gets out, and then suddenly the door is open for the Australian bowlers to come in and take some wickets and rob England of the 1987 Reliance World Cup. So I think similarly over here, he's batting so well, looking to play that reverse sweep, and gets out. So, but the thing is, this is the thing about reverse sweeps, that if you connect it, it is such a sweet shot to watch. But when you don't connect, I say, "Arey yaar, why did you play that shot?" Oh, we are not complaining.
We are not, definitely. India through to the final of a World Cup, and talking about the final, up next is South Africa. We spoke about how this Indian team is looking different before this semi-final. Fair to say this South African team is also looking different?
Very much so. I think it's a team that believes in itself. It's a team which I've said earlier that there are no superstar players in this team, and so what's happening is that there is no reliance on a particular player or two. They've got a very good all-round team. They've got a good batting lineup, good depth in the middle order as well. The only area that the South Africans will be a little bit concerned about is their own fielding, because South Africa has set such lofty standards with the field, but this time around they've missed a few catches. There have been a few misfields, which is not what you see from South African teams.
Right.
And maybe they're a quality spinner shot, maybe, and that should work in India's favour.
Fair to say the two best teams have made it to the final this tournament?
100%, because the two undefeated teams, they have not been defeated at all in this tournament. So whoever goes on to win, India goes on to win, it'll be a deserving team which has not lost a single game. I mean, champions are made of that. Champions do not lose here and there. Champions, those who win everything, sweep everything before them.
Okay, two undefeated team. One will have to lose in the final. I can't help but go back to the last final. Overall, the Indian team has made two back-to-back World Cup finals. Let's not forget that. You missed out on a title there. Back-to-back consistency they've shown. What would you like this Indian team to do differently to what they did on the 19th of November?
Well, that was a 50 overs tournament, so it was a whole different situation. I don't think the Indian team needs to do anything different at all. I think they just need to play the way they have been. They've been a very relaxed team off the field. They're a team happy with each other and happy with delighted in each other's success. So clearly, I think that's all that they've got to do.
All right, Sunil Gavaskar, we'll leave it at that time. But thank you so much for joining. Bringing to you live from Guyana. All right, you heard from Sunil Gavaskar about the semi-final. Here's a reminder that Sunil Gavaskar will also be joining us on the World Cup final day.